Alright guys, back here with another video, and this time we're going to be doing some random battles for the Great League. And I did want to show off this Pokemon, especially since I really do enjoy it. And I feel like it has a place in the meta, specifically just based off of how it counters the top two Pokemon. And I finally got a secondary charge move because I used these rare candies on it. So I feel like it was a great opportunity to show it off. And you can see I've been working on Pokemon here, but this Raikou Shadow form is really powerful. He doesn't know what Pokemon I'm using, so I'm just gonna go with a team that should be able to counter things. So Raikou is weak to ground types, so if they do switch into a ground type, I do need to have a counter to it. This guy walls steel types in the sense of Registeel, which is the main steel counter here, and so he walls that and he destroys water types. And he hurts flyers pretty badly too. So let's go ahead and see what we can do. So if he loses to Galarian Stunfisk or anything like that, we have the Swampert. Now I need to give a secondary charge move to my Vigoroth. I was going to do that and give a secondary charge move to Galarian Stunfisk, but I chose to use 120k dust on this Raikou. And so let's see what else we can put on our team to help counter things. So we're just going to put a generic... I'm trying to figure out if there's any big weakness here. I guess it'd be kind of weak to Meganium. So I guess we could just put a Meganium on our own team, but that kind of works. Okay. Let's see if this works out the way I want it to. I really do like it. I was using it without Shadow Ball as a secondary move for a while there, and it was doing fine. But as you can see here, I would be walled heavily if I just had Wild Charge. So this will be my first time using this Pokemon like this, so let's go ahead and just... He is very squishy, so that's something to note. But I'm going to stay here because I really don't want to get locked in my Whiscash against this. As you can see, that did a ton of damage. I'm not exactly sure how strong this move is going to be against us. We are squishy, very squishy. And I just weakened my attack harshly, but we can still get to another one. It's my first time doing live battles and actually recording myself talking, so this is interesting for me at least. Now I'm up shields now. I cannot farm, but I know he's gonna get to a charge move here. Aerial Ace is a pretty poor move. Oh, he used Leaf Tornado as a good bait. Oh, now he's going to go for it. He weakened my attack, which is very unfortunate. I'm just spamming Leaf Tornadoes here. And he got the debuff multiple times, and that's pretty bad for me. He must have something weak back there, back to Meganium, which is pretty... And it sucks because I want to switch. I don't know what Pokemon he has. I've never really played against him like that. So let's go ahead and go in with it. Oh, that's pretty good for me. Yes. And that was a bad switch for him. Let's go ahead and go with Mud Bomb. And we might be able to farm him after this if he lets it go through. But with me, he might have Grass Knot. That might be what he's trying to go for here. That's bad. If he had Grass Knot, he'd one-shot me. Oh no, he baited. Is that a bait? I hope that's not what that is. I hope this can take him out. Not sure if it can or not. It's a matchup I haven't really dealt with too often, but if that's gonna hit, it's gonna hit hard. Oof. Got it in there quick enough. Hopefully, maybe he has Psyche as his other move or something. I'm not sure. Might be Seagull moves. I don't know. My first time doing battles against him like this. But I will be able to land a good old Earthquake against this Toxicroak or Frenzy Plant, whichever one I feel like I need. Looks like I would only... Oh, yeah, but I wouldn't need anything more than like a... I think I'm getting a little bit of lag. That's the first battle. Good battles. Shout out to you, Pinguini. If you know him from the Discord. Friendship increased. I'm glad that we can battle with only one heart, which makes things a lot easier, especially if you're trying to go into a tournament format. So this time we're going to use Raikou in the back. So we're going to keep editing this team, but we're going to keep one thing common. So Raikou can cover the Azu and the red shields in the back, which is good. I'm not sure if he's going to be using any of these Pokemon or anything hyper meta, but if they are forced to switch, this would be good for me. But the only bad thing is she's really squishy, so that's something you got to take into consideration. And yeah, I'm just messaging him. And another Pokemon that's pretty thick would be complemented with him. I don't want any glaring weaknesses to anything, but this Pokemon's weak to Steel, so but has a good match against Azu. So yeah, let's see. I'm trying to think if there's anything I could just use that'd be pretty good. I'm just gonna show off. I could try this. I haven't used them in a while. Hope I put the right move on it. Some of these Pokemon you don't see very often, so if you didn't realize, Shadow Raikou is ranked like number 15 now overall in the Great League, and Mew is like 13th now. And there's like two of my favorite Pokemon to use, and I finally got a secondary charge move on both of those now, so very interesting. They are pretty squishy, but they hit like insanely powerful, especially both of them have access to Wild Charge. That Wild Charge buff really did make it very, very good. I wonder if he... Let's see. I'm not sure if I need to do again. Try again. Sending another. Let's see. Not what we want to do here. And let's go with another battle. Let's try this. But yeah. If you guys are enjoying these types of videos, I'll do some more like this, especially for the Premier Cup. A lot of you guys requested for the Chandelure video. I need to find someone that has more Premier options to do that video, and then we'll have a better quality content for you guys to see the true potential in Chandelure. My buddy Travis might be able to help me get that set up. He has quite a few Pokemon that are high level ready. Especially his Garchomp and Snorlax. So like that. I don't have a Garchomp ready. I'm kind of waiting for a shiny, to be honest. If we're going to do a lucky trade for it, then I'll potentially invest in one. But yeah. I've been really just focusing on getting Great League stuff ready because I really do enjoy Great League a lot. Let's see what he picks here. I need to figure out how to do this editing stuff better because that's my true, weakness. Is editing, because I really don't try to edit or use my laptop, so that might be an issue I need to address in the future. My dog Grace is over here chilling beside me while I'm technically at work. I work at home now, so it's pretty interesting. With coronavirus, I had to make the adjustment, especially with getting 2 new babies. So I wonder if taking a little while. There we go. Interesting. This is a good matchup. Cresselia is one of my favorites, and I'm glad I got a shiny that was ready for the Great League with Grassknot from the challenges. It was the only shiny I got the entire event, so. And as you can see, this is what this Pokemon is made for. You see how much damage a basic Thundershock is. Just working on it. But I may have to use just one shield. Hopefully I can get to double wild charge here. Might burn both of his shields. And the first Pokemon you used was a really bad matchup, so that's something to note as well. You can also use Volt Switch. I've tried both. Just Thundershock's a little faster for generating to Shadow Ball. So, and it's the recommended. See how one... And he's going to bring in something that's really good against me. He might be able to farm me down with the Mud Bombs, but he chooses not to. And as you can see, this team over here was just kind of put on the spot like random. So, and Cresselia is going to be able to handle this. I'm going to farm up a little bit more energy with Confusion and throw Grass Knot. He's probably going to try to switch. But I'm not sure what he has in the back. But yeah. Oh, a little lag there. Let's see. Oh, another Pokemon weak to it in the back. Oh my god. Cresselia sweep. And my last Pokemon not even getting it seen. Yep. Cresselia is pretty nasty in the Great League with the addition of Grass Knot. It is mainly used to take out Azumarill, and it can handle fighters and ghosts. Sort of handle ghosts. Cresselia is a very good lead, in my opinion, with Confusion in the Great League because of Toxicroak and Sock that being the lead pretty commonly. It does have the addition, like the ability to use Psycho Cut to make those charge moves a little faster, but that chump damage from the Confusion is really nice, so he didn't get to see the third Pokemon. And these are completely random, so I got some more dust. I can use some more dust. I just use 120,000 on this Raikou. Let's try again. So, we keep messing with this team and keep editing it. I label my Pokemon for Great League PvP, which just makes things a little more interesting. You can see I have quite a few ready, but as you get right, this Umbreon's the last one that's ready. You scroll down, this Pokemon this is a better IV, and this is just a better IV. I need to power this one up. That Beedrill you see up above is a 98 regular IV with Bug Bite, so it's just kind of there for funsies. Let's see. Fun. So I just made this too, but I'm not thinking it's really the best Pokemon. But let's go ahead and try Tropius lead, and in the back you can see this covers the Steel weakness, and it covers a few other Pokemon, so this covers a lot of stuff. So and we need something strong in the back, like just a Core Breaker. I don't want to be extremely weak to. What can we put here? Let's use Deoxys to be safe, to be a little thicker. Maybe he's ready. Let's see. Sorry if this video is a little long. I'm trying to do this on the fly. Oof, that's a pretty bad lead for me. But as you can see, we're gonna switch into our Deoxys, and we have Thunderbolt, not Psycho Boost. Oh, he switched good. What was that, Whiscash? That was a beautiful switch. But he does have a pretty poor matchup against the Tropius, so this is pretty rough. I will have to rely on Raikou to sweep. But if you do look at the PvP stuff, I do believe that Raikou is ranked really high on sweeping. Basically, when shields are down, Raikou is a monster, especially if you have shields. I would switch, but that's pretty bad. A little bit of lag there, I believe. Tell me what you think about this Pokemon. Raikou is pretty interesting. He is actually using a lot of Pokemon that are pretty good against Raikou. It's just in the lead scenario, Raikou is really strong, so I do believe that is pretty interesting with Pokemon. Let's see if I can beat this out now, because I'd rather not line my I'd rather line up against Skarmory with oof. So that's a interesting situation we have here. Let's see. I really don't know what I can do here. He's Fire Fang too. Very interesting team he has here. Mawile is pretty squishy. And this is not a shadow one, so it's not the squishiest. Let's see what I can do. This is very interesting. I'm not sure what he was going for here. Power Punch wouldn't have done much, but I'm not sure why he wouldn't have just. Oh yeah, this is what I wanted. I had a feeling he would do that. I have to shield. Very interesting. I don't think he had that much energy. I wonder if I can tank this. That's the only bad thing about. Oh, yeah, I can take it just fine. Let's see. This should be able to handle the rest of his team just fine. Especially since he switched out of his Mawile. Which is interesting to me because I'm going to get taken out by one fast move, which may be in his plan, so. But I will say that. Oh, I did knock it out. Interesting. Okay, let's see. Rematch. Let's see. No, that's not what I want to look at. That was a pretty solid team. I'm going to go back to Raikou in the lead. I really do like Raikou in the lead because of its versatility. And it does hit like a tank. But as I said, Raikou is weak to ground. So let's see if we can do Poliwrath. And we'll go with. I don't want something weak to like grass hardcore in the back. Let's see. Let's go with Obstagoon, since I haven't seen anybody use it in the Great League just yet. Let's see. What does he lead with this time? Raichu. Now I'm not sure how to feel about this lead. I just know that I can get to these Shadow Balls really fast. I don't think he really has anything, especially with me adding Shadow Ball. This is very important to get this fixed, because in this case with my old Raikou, I would have been in a bad situation. Probably a Psychic or Grass Knot. I'm not sure. I didn't. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna keep that out of here. But I wanted to gain a little bit of energy. Let's see how good Obstagoon is in the Great League. Grass Knot. That's interesting. He has double grass moves on his. Obstagoon is not as tanky in the Great League as you can tell, and I'm not exactly sure if it has a true place, but as it seems, oof, I might want to shield this only because I want to keep this. Oh, that's interesting. Let's see. That was interesting that he did that because that was really interesting. Now I can make sure that this Pokemon is lined up against that, but like, very interesting. I'm not sure what he's gonna do here because he does need to keep a shield for his squishy Pokemon back there, but apparently not. Oh, that's pretty rough. I didn't expect him to get a charge me that quick. Now I'm gonna go down pretty easily, and we'll see why Poliwrath is nowhere near as good as it is. It's nowhere near as good as it is inside of the Ultra League, where it's much bulkier and has a much higher attack stat. That was poor, but now I'm gonna get one-shotted essentially by a Sky Attack. Okay, let's see. So that was a interesting game. So needs more bulk. That team was not very good. So, but we did prove that I did win lead essentially with the Raikou, but I was scared of the Psychic hurting a lot. Interesting. Needed a little more bulky Pokemon in the back to make sure that the Pokemon feels a little safer. I'm not sure if Pharaoh is the best for Pokemon for this team. Need a little more bulk. I kind of wish I had a PvP ready. What was that Pokemon I was just looking at? Which one was ready? What was it? Oh yeah, I could use Munchlax. Forgot what I was looking at here that I wish I had PvP ready. But Munchlax's pretty neat. I would like to try Galarian Stunfisk with this Pokemon, which is gonna cover some of his weaknesses with Earthquake mainly, but let's see. I could lead Dugong and have this to cover the steel in the back, and have that's weakness. His main weakness is steel and fighting, so we can have that, and to cover it would be kind of hard not to include some of these main picks that people use. So, and I also wish I had a better Azumarill. Mine's not very good. So let's see how this goes. Switch it up. This is a pretty good lead. I may have missed a fast move there. I'm not sure why he's building up so much energy unless he's switching out immediately after catching the Icy Wind, which might be an option. Wait. This might be a pretty long video, but I know some of you guys really like these long videos, so let's go. Those confusions are really chunking away, but we will shield this, and I'm not sure if I should go Wild Charge, but Shadow Ball will hurt a lot. I never thought this matchup being a thing, so. But this is an interesting matchup. I know that it's going to hurt me a lot. And he's going to have to be forced to use both his shields, which is fine. But at least we got him out of the way. If we did, oof. And he comes out of here with some energy stored, which is bad for us. That hurt a little bit, not too bad. Oh, he's brought in some poison, but it does look his back end is weak to Azu. It's actually kind of just weak to this in general, so we're gonna shield up and we're gonna farm down because I'm not sure how much damage that would do. I do like the new bubble system for like showing how like fast you're gonna get your next charge move. It's pretty interesting. I'm not sure how much damage this water pulse is gonna do. Some of these simulations I've really not looked at, so very interesting to see them in play. I know Bronzong is decently tanky. I do think that it's nice that this team had quite a bit of coverage in the sense that I do have Shadow Ball, Ice, and Water, but that covers a lot with the inclusion of Wild Charge. But I'm not sure how I feel about this team, to be honest. It could be a little better. Oh, like you just kind of gave up right there, because I'm just going to bubble it now. Let's see. But I appreciate you guys watching this video, and if you're new here, like, comment, and subscribe. What Pokemon you would like to see in the next video. I'm going to try to do Chandelure Premier Cup video next, but appreciate you guys watching, especially since Go Battle League is down, and we're going to have some more content coming your way soon. Thank you for the videos, my friend Pinguidi, and I'll see you guys next time.